One of life's most subtle traps is comparing your journey to someone else's. We see others succeed and forget that each of us has our own path. In a cozy suburb with neat lawns and small houses lived a regular guy named Jason. He was outgoing, loved skating, and often helped neighbors with their gardens. At school, he was the team player. On the soccer field, everyone counted on his honesty and support. But inside, despite looking confident, Jason couldn't stop comparing himself to his classmates. His best friend Alex always had perfect grades, won math contests, tackled tough problems with ease, and got letters from college summer programs. Noli was a true sports star. First place in pole vault, leading the basketball team, and somehow still made time to sing in the school choir. Jason watched their successes, replayed others' medals and stage performances, and froze. Why can't I be smart, strong, and charismatic? Even when he helped pitch tents or bail a friend out in a school project, envy and self-doubt stayed close. Sometimes, envy and insecurity made him turn down new chances. He wouldn't apply for a hobby scholarship. He skipped tryouts for the school newspaper, even though he longed to write stories about classmates worldwide. In the evenings, his mom tried to convince him to believe in himself, praised his kindness and determination. Once his dad took him fishing and asked, "Why stress about others being better? That doesn't change anything." But even a riverbank talk brought little change. Everything changed at the Spring City Festival. In the amphitheater, Mr. Brown, a retired coach turned mentor for young athletes and entrepreneurs, gave a talk. Old students flocked to him, still looking for meaning in his words. After the speech, Jason went up and asked, "Mr. Brown, how do I stop driving myself crazy when others are always ahead?" Brown smiled. "Meet me by the city grove in the morning. I'll show you something important." The next morning they met by a giant sycamore near the pond. "Look around. What trees do you see?" "All sorts. Tall lindens, small birches, bird cherry, maple." If the maple fretted over not being as tall as the linden, or the cherry envied the apple's blooms, they'd all be miserable. But together, they make this grove alive, unique. They walked the trail past the pond where swans swam and gulls circled. "Imagine," said Brown, "if the swan wished to dive like the gull, or the gull wished to nest on shore like a swan." Jason laughed. "Then everyone would just be unhappy, and no one would be truly strong." "Exactly," Brown nodded. "Trust this. Your unique path finds its own strength. Maybe you won't outrun Noli or write like Alex, but without you the team isn't whole. Who knows, maybe you'll spark the idea that inspires everyone." From then on, Jason noticed his own wins. He gathered friends to improve the local garden, started a team-building school challenge, then spent summer blogging about his community. Slowly, confidence grew, joy returned, and even his grades improved. A year later, Jason led a volunteer group, and at graduation someone asked, "How did you become so self-confident?" He smiled and said, "Don't chase other people's records. The moon doesn't race the sun, but night would be different without it. Find what makes you different, and keep moving along your own route." Now Jason shares this at camp. You should only compete with who you were yesterday. Friendship and believing in yourself bring far more joy than any medal. Your like and subscription are the best support for our future videos. Share this story with anyone who's searching for motivation.